The average parent spends just 2 hours a day with their child. This includes washing, feeding, preparing food, putting to bed, supervising and playing. Yet around 75% of us feel successful and admit that the old status symbols of fat salaries and material possessions are outdated measures of success. So what is success? And how do we achieve it whilst maintaining a healthy family life? I picked a successful friend with a nice car and some nice kids and asked him these very questions. So William, how much time do you spend with your family?
So that very much depends on which house they're in at the time.
Yeah.
So yes, they're only with me half the time. When they're with me, obviously I pick them up from school, so that's about 4:30,
Right.
After work, and obviously I'll be with them until they go to bed. So yeah, I'll make food and then we'll always eat together.
Yeah.
So
you get a decent amount of time with your kids then?
Yeah.
If you think about the logistics of working in London.
Yeah.
You work hard, so you say finish at 5:30, which is probably optimistic.
Oh,
it takes you an hour to get back home, and the bedtime is 7:30.
Yeah. And this is the huge advantage of the Danish kind of work-life culture as well. Around, it's 4:00. You need to leave at 4 and pick up your kids.
Yeah. So although you're successful, you still have managed to maintain a decent family life, but that's maybe because of the company and the country that you're in.
Yeah. Well, yes and no. I mean, yes, but I think also the kids are with me half the time, so half of the time,
yeah,
I can work all night.
Yeah, I've discussed this with Marie. And
she's not on board.
We're not really on with the whole separation thing, but what you can get done.
Oh yeah. You can get a lot done. You can get a lot done.
You can have the kids half the time.
But it's I think it's worked out really well. I mean, we're super lucky that when we did separate, it was amicable and there's not any tension or we still got on really well.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of works out pretty well for both of us because we both have careers and we're both working, and then it means that half the time you can go all in on getting everything done because you know that there's some days coming up that I'm not going to be able to work after 4 o'clock, so I've got to pick the kids up.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously that's a very different situation to when we're living together.
Yeah.
Then it was much harder because we both have work conflicts and then there's discussion we both got late meetings, so who's going to Now it's very clear these are the days.
Yeah.
I know I can't work after 4. I know that a year in advance. So if anyone's booking me for anything, I'm like, I can't do that because I've got to pick the kids up. Let's find a different time. Yeah. And people are super flexible. But it's meant there's no discussions at home around the practical stuff because it's very clearly these days.
So in answer to this conundrum, how do people do both? They separate. Have the kids half a week.
I mean, that's sort of how I managed it. It's probably not for everyone.
No. So you're successful and you made it work by separating, and I'm unsuccessful and not separated.
So have we got our answer there?
There we go.
Well, just break up.
Break up and everything's good again. Yeah.
I think on that note, plenty of people I know that have broken up, and it's definitely not. It's not gone as well as I think it has.
I think the majority,
the vast majority, it's not. It doesn't work as well as it has.
For me, the past couple of years with the business failing and then trying to find a job, I've reassessed what is success and what I want out of life. I think.
Yeah.
Because I always wanted to be successful in the traditional term of career-minded, but success surely is just happiness.
Oh, 100%. The by far the most important thing in life is to be happy.
Yeah.
Finding what makes you happy is tricky.
Yeah.
Because it's not always what you think is going to make you happy.
Yeah. Well, I'd say, I don't know if it's the same thing, but contentment.
Yeah. Well, this is. I think they're different, and this is where obviously Denmark always wins this like happiest country in the world.
Yeah.
Survey that whatever every year. It's like the Danes are the happiest people in the world.
Yeah.
I think they're the most content people in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd definitely say I think that what stops people from being content is materialistic desires. Like, fiddling around on Instagram and seeing everyone's got a Porsche or like Gucci watches and stuff, and then that's what I need, and then that makes you unhappy. You can never get them because you work at Morrison's. you can't have a Porsche when you work at Morrison's, and that's okay.
Okay.
You don't need a Porsche. You need everyone in the world. You need the big, like, driven characters who are going to break molds, and you also need those people who are just going to sit at a counter and beat vegetables all day.
But when you have that, a lot of people find that contentment in family and spending time with family, right?
Yeah. Which must be more intuitive than a career. How did that come about? Because as cavemen, we had no career. Is it like an inherent desire to want to be top of the clan like a gorilla? Is that what drives our?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's capitalism, isn't it? Right? Like,
yeah. But where did that come from?
It's the things you're exposed to. Now it's social media, but before that it was magazines and television. And
do you find yourself susceptible to
that? Yes and no. I think I used to a lot more. As you may notice, I've noticed I'm a little bit different to many of my neighbours.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily always blend in or go with the norms of society.
Yeah.
But I guess I've always just been encouraged to sort of just do what I want and be myself.
Yeah.
Right. Like now I'm like, okay, well I'm comfortable in who I am and what I do, and I try and get that over with the kids as well, right?
Yeah.
But I really hope that they grow up kind of feeling like it's fine to be whoever they want to be.
Yeah.
And if they want, whatever they choose to do in life. With my kids now, I'm not in that position. I'm not thinking like, okay, you've got to do these things and get into this school, and no, just figure out what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Do that. Whether that ends in a job that pays them a shit ton of money or they don't earn a lot, but they're happy and live in like a forest or whatever. I don't know. Right? I don't know what. You go and live on a beach.
Like the Unabomber.
Okay, maybe not that.
So like based on that ideology, would you say you could have a good work-life balance and be happy in a dead-end job?
Okay, dead end job.
It's not the best phrasing of the situation, but yeah, you know what I mean.
If it's a job you like doing, keep doing it. If it means you can do something that makes you happy and it's like a means to an end, great. I do think you really have to spend time figuring out what it is in life that makes you happy and gives you energy.
Yeah.
Because there have been periods where I haven't necessarily had that.
Yeah.
And you kind of lose your way a little bit and try and figure out why aren't things going as well as they should be.
Yeah. Done that a few times.
Yeah, and but everyone gets to that at some point, right?
Yeah. So facts and stats now. Yeah. I haven't really got many. But biggest deathbed regrets was quite interesting. And from memory.
I've not been on one yet, so I don't know.
No, not you.
Okay.
Dead people. Well, they weren't. They are now dead. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. I get that one, but the friends that I've lost touch with, we lost touch for a reason. Moving country didn't help.
Moving countries don't help.
No.
But WhatsApp does.
And then advice from elders. Stop worrying. Craft a meaningful life.
I love that. Just stop worrying. I'm really worried about it. Well, just stop worrying.
top advice
if
again.
If it was that easy, like, I'm depressed. Well, don't be sad.
Advice from elders as well, who are probably going to die. What does that mean?
Oh man.
Create a meaningful life story. I thought that was quite a good one. Like,
What? Just like make it up.
yeah, good.
Just write a biography. Just an entirely fake biography, and then historians will look back. Oh, this guy was amazing.
Yeah, he did.
Look at this crazy life this man lives.
This is that Forrest Gump. Oh. Pick a partner your friends and family like. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's probably more important that you like them.
I remember a girl before Marie, and I was pretty head over heels with her, and no one liked her.
No.
And that was good because she was not nice. Unless you have more to say, I think that covers it really.
I think we probably covered.
Yeah, we solved it, didn't we?
It's
the main thing.
entirely solved. Either they have a career or separate.
Yeah.
That concludes that. Thank you for watching. If you would like to continue the discussion, please do so in the comments below. You can catch us on podcast channels or on our Facebook page. But until then, don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.